We are back. Finally, another episode of Fly Gear and Beers. Had a couple weeks off, so thanks for your patience, but I'm super happy to be back talking about fly fishing. And today, we have covered these two particular brands in the past, but there's been some updates. Again, these are family-owned companies. One has a pretty major update. Another has some product selections that I want you to see. And then I have a big announcement on one of these vendors, so be sure to stick to the end of the video. You are gonna wanna hear this special announcement coming from a pretty special company. So with that being said, let's sit down and crack open a beer. Thanks, babe, for pouring that for me. Appreciate it. We are featuring a brewery out of, I think this is out of, oh crap, I can't remember now. This is out of Fort Collins, Colorado. So it's sort of Pacific Northwest, but it's Voodoo Ranger, and I actually found it at one of my favorite shops. I always want to call it Anytime Wine, but it's not that. It's Total Wine, and they've got a lot of cool local breweries. And this was it just looked like a really good IPA. So this is what we're featuring today. And with that being said, let's try it out. They say it has some real citrusy notes, almost like tropical. See, it's kind of a hazy IPA. Happy with that. Cheers. I'm gonna take you on a tour of my backyard. It's not big, but it's loaded full of plants. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is Hatchpedia. I have to tell you, this app is super cool. And what I wanted to talk to you today about is that they are about ready to go mobile. So today you have to have Wi-Fi connection or cellular device for this particular app to work. And it really is just a tremendous app. And those of you that haven't seen the episode of Hatchpedia and what this brings to the fly fishing game, check out this video. I'm gonna cut to a quick kind of a video that he put together explaining what Hatchpedia is.
Wish you could identify hatching insects without leaving the water? Well, now you can. Hatchpedia takes your plain language descriptions and matches them against a massive set of entomological data using our patent-pending search engine. Our search algorithm speaks the Latin so that you don't have to. Your location and date, or a specified region and date, filters even further for amazing results. We built it mobile first. Computer, laptop, tablet, phone. How about all of the above? We've got you covered. Sign up today for your risk-free 7-day trial. Hatchpedia. It's the simplest hatch guide you've ever seen.
So the great thing about having the mobile app is that you can be on the river completely off grid and still use Hatchpedia when you're trying to figure out what exactly the bug is that you're looking at. It's really a cool app. I mean, it's like nothing else. I've put in some crazy nomenclature. Orange bug, big long legs, big wings, scary looking, and it comes up with the bug. So the algorithm and the search engine that Jim put together really is spot on. It's really pretty cool. And for less than the cost of a cup of coffee per month. Can I get a venti Americano with about just a little bit of half and half?
All right, let's see down here. Thank you.
$3.75, cheaper than a cup of coffee. So there's the proof. For under the cost of a cup of coffee, you can have a subscription, a monthly subscription that will last in perpetuity. So this subscription will transfer over to the mobile app once that's launched here in the very near future. So the next company we're gonna talk about, and we've talked about this in the past, and I have to tell you, I'm a huge fan, right? My wife found this net, this landing net, from this company out of South Carolina, JD and Bailey. JD makes some incredible nets. I mean, they are bamboo, copper inlays. It's like nothing else that's out there on the market today. I mean, it really is a very special net. Heirloom kind of quality of a net. And I've been using mine now for a little over a year. I lost it. You might have seen the video that I lost my net. And that was I still think about that net today, but I've got another one that I recently used. So I've got the Hellbender, and I think I put like 10 lanyards on this thing. So there's no way they could fall off, but they have updated their line. So they have a lot of different nets to choose from, but they have 4 main nets. The first net is the pocket water net. And this is the perfect size net if you're up doing any type of alpine lake fishing, smaller streams, smaller fish, just a great portable net. The next is the blue line. Now the blue line has a little bit smaller opening, a little bit longer net. It's great for float tubes or maybe a kayak when you need just that little bit of extra reach. Then there is the upstream, and this really is my favorite net. I have a tendency to sometimes catch some bigger fish. I mean, not all the time, but I can get some big fish. A lot of people have said, you need a bigger net. I have a pretty big net. Sometimes these fish are just gigantic. Well, the upstream is the perfect net that hangs right off the lanyard of my sling pack. It's super lightweight. It's incredible how lightweight these nets are. I mean, truly remarkable when you consider how heavy wooden nets can be. These are super lightweight. And then finally, there's the downstream, it's a big basket like the upstream with a long handle. Now you can get special order type handles, right? So if you want an extra long guide handle, if you want a shorter handle, somewhere in between, they can customize these nets, right? No net is created equal with these Hellbenders because they are completely customizable. He builds to order. So pretty special net. They come in both clear webbing and black webbing. I was always a clear webbing type of fan until I saw the black webbing. I mean, it looks sharp. And I can tell you from experience, right, before I lost the one, I was fishing with it for over a year and it looked just as good, if not better, after that year of use. And I used the crap out of that net. So what's also super cool about these nets is the copper inlays. I mean, it really is pretty special. It runs across the edging of the cane, and it also loops around and holds on the netting. So copper really is a strong and lightweight material to hold this netting in place. It also has a continuous strand that goes through the handle, so unless your lanyard breaks like mine did and I lost my net, it's really impossible for this thing to fail. So whatever it's attached to, unless that thing breaks itself, you're not gonna lose your net. So it's pretty cool having this feature, and there's just no other net out there like that. So the other thing I really like about this net is the handle. It almost like has an ergonomic handle. It's nice, big, and round, so it just fits my hand really well, and it's comfortable. I mean, it has a really nice smooth finish, and it's just the perfect diameter for grabbing onto when you're ready to net that big fish. So I'm a big fan of these fatter handles. You can kind of see there's some firing on the handle as well. JD can do a little bit of, it's almost like using an open flame and just putting a little character into the bamboo, or he can not do that as well. So every net's gonna look slightly different because every net is custom made. Now for this special announcement. And the special announcement involves this Hellbender net. What's super cool, wait, we probably should do a drum roll. All right. You are gonna be able to find these Hellbender nets in your local fly shops starting in September. JD and Bailey are gonna start bringing these nets in some of our local partners here in Washington and Oregon. So the next time you're in one of your local fly shops, be on the lookout for this super cool net from Hellbender. And if they don't have it, talk to the owner. Tell them, you know what? I'd love to be able to buy this Hellbender net from you, my favorite shop. So super cool, super excited for JD and Bailey. Starting September, you'll start seeing these nets at your favorite fly shop in the Pacific Northwest to start off with, Washington and Oregon. Pretty darn cool. All right, everybody. Well, I really appreciate your time and tuning in. And if you've missed this series, Fly Gear and Beers, I'll put a playlist, and I can never remember which side. I think it's this side? No, maybe it's that side. I don't know, one of these sides, I'm gonna have a playlist that shows all the episodes that we've done in the past. So thanks for tuning in, and until next Friday, I'll see you then. Fish on.